Histograms, right. They've been starting to introduce this type of histogram question where you don't actually end up, well, the scale's given to you in a slightly different way. They used to give you the tables, and now it's sort of a bit vaguer. They're saying 120 stones in total with a mass less than 30 grams. Now, 120 stones in total is the total frequency. To get a frequency from a histogram, remember it's a histogram because it says a histogram, there's frequency density here, not frequency. To work out the frequency here, frequency is actually proportional to the area. So the total area of all these squares it basically makes up the frequency. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 squares. Is that right? 2, 6, 12, 40. Okay, so we got, yeah, that's right, 18 squares. So those 18 squares equal 120 stones, which means that if we divide 120 by 18, that's 6 2/3. Sorry. Yeah, it is. Okay, I didn't expect that. Anyway, so something's not right there. I must have made a mistake. Let me just check this. Okay, I've seen what I've got wrong. It says 120 stones with a mass of less than 30 grams. Helps to read the question. So that means that these 6 squares, not the whole thing, there's all the stuff with mass less than 20, the 6 squares are equal to 120 stones, which means that 1 square is equal to 20 stones. That makes a lot more sense. So it says calculate an estimate of the number of stones with masses between 35 and 70 grams. Well, between 35 and 70, we're obviously going to count this square, and this square, and this square, and this square, because that's all the stuff we know is between 40 and 70. We know that there are 6 squares, so that's 120 stones, between 30 and 40. So if there are 6 squares between 30 and 40, how are we going to count as between 35 and 40? Well, it's reasonable to just split the group in half, and so effectively we've got half of 6 squares here, so that's 3 squares. So we've got the 3 squares here, we've got the 2 squares here, and we've got the 2 squares here. That adds up to 7 squares, which equals 140 stones. Now, I would say that's probably not enough working. You probably want to be a bit clearer than that. So you might want to say something like between 40 and 70 is 4 squares, and then say something like half of 30 to 40 equals 3 squares, just so it's made it clear that you've done that. But yeah, the answer is 140 stones.